Hello, Sarah Girard, and this is a guided meditation for those days when you're feeling burnt out and totally depleted. There is a famous Zen master story. It's about this wise teacher, and people from far and away would want to seek counsel and ask this teacher for wisdom. And one day, an important, very important person, um, used to commanding space and being the machismo alpha, came to visit this master, this teacher, and this person says, "I've come and I want to ask you to teach me about Zen. Right? You're the master. Open my mind to enlightenment." And the teacher, the master, he smiled and said, "Okay, we'll discuss this over a cup of tea." And he laid down the cup in front of this person that came, and the master poured. He poured the tea, and he kept pouring, and the tea rose to the brim, and he kept on pouring and pouring and pouring until the tea spilled over the table, and all of the robes of this very important person, right, became wet and dirty. And finally, this person, this visitor, was like, "Enough! You're spilling tea all over me. Can't you see that the cup is already full? Why are you still pouring?" And the teacher stopped pouring and said, "You are like this teacup. You're so full that nothing can be added. Come back when the cup is empty." There's constant conversation and talk about filling our well, making sure our cup is full. We don't want to, you know, give from an empty cup. That kind of, adage. What happens when we are in burnout? When we are in deep depletion? Meaning our energy stores are dry. We've got nothing. Burnout is this quality of having our cup be too full, overfilled. Sometimes it is necessary to empty the cup a bit so that we can access a greater reserve. There's conditioning in society that might mean that when we are burnt out, it means that we're weak, that we can't handle things. That it might be a shameful thing to be tired, to not be able to do it all. Right? Or when we're burnt out, we might even telegraph it and tell other people, "Just look how hard I'm working because I'm so tired. Right? I can't do anything else because I've given so much of myself to others." Right? Being burnt out doesn't mean that you're a bad or good person. Right? And it won't just be fixed by one vacation or something, or if we returned to the new normal, it wouldn't be fixed, because burnt out is a signal that there is a deeper lying energy deficiency occurring in the network of our days. Right? If we are consistently giving of ourselves, giving of our time, giving of our resources, giving of our energy, we won't have anything left. So I'm happy that you're here, because I'd like to ask you, what prevents us from taking the time to empty our cup a little bit so that we're not overfilled, to clear out and make some white space in our schedule so that we don't have things scheduled back to back, so that we can have a little bit of space, can have a little bit of breathing time, a little bit of time to do nothing. Right? The minute we start to soften, the minute we start to breathe, the minute that we start to allow ourselves to reside in that spaciousness of emptiness, of nothingness, right? When we've emptied out our cup a little bit, we'll start to reveal, we'll start to see that which we were covering up with all of the busyness, with all of the distraction of productivity. And when we start to see that which is beneath the surface, we can start to do as Tara Brach instructs. We can tend and befriend. This is where we start to do that deeper lying work. Now I know sometimes just seeing that there's an iceberg beneath the surface is enough. I don't need to put on my scuba suit and go down into the ocean, the ice cold Arctic waters all the time and see and excavate the iceberg. Sometimes just, seeing that there's stuff that I'm avoiding is enough. We might not need to go dive into it right now today, and I'm not saying bypass it. I'm saying that there are times and places. This is the art of ritual. This is the art of ceremony, right? There is a purposeful time for each thing, for each experience. And there is a necessary time and space for each experience. We can't ignore that which is beneath the surface, but there is a comfortable time and space to excavate that, right? With someone who is very well equipped to move through that with you. But today's practice, this breath-based meditation practice, you're already doing it. The purpose is taking time. Be comfortable in a comfortable seated position, in a chair if you'd like, or lay down. If you lay down, the temptation will be to sleep. So can you be at your most comfortable, but also remain alert? Meditation is a purposeful practice of presence. Close your eyes. As we continue to remove distraction, can you soften into your seat? Notice your breath. Since you're just sitting or laying down, the breath doesn't need to be super deep. Let the breath be slow. Take time. Continue softening, allowing traces of tension that are still being held in your body to loosen. And you can do a scan, starting at the top of your body and melting down through your face, through your jaw, your shoulders, your arms, your hands. Keep softening through your chest, through your stomach, through your hips and your seat. Keep softening. Softening in your legs, your knees. Your lower legs and your feet. Continue softening until you are here, fully relaxed, fully present. That might be your practice today, to continue softening. You might turn your attention to your breath, to the tip of your nostrils. Acknowledging that breath enters in through your nose, cool, fresh oxygen through the spirals of your sinuses, down the back of your throat, filling your lungs. And then carbon dioxide moving out of you, warm, leaving the body heavy, at rest. And you can remain here, observing your breath, just like you would observe clouds passing in the sky. You can allow your exhales to lengthen slightly, nothing forced. But that exhalation is an act of surrender, of letting go, of softening. And you can linger here for as long as you wish. When you're ready, slowly return movement back to your hands and your toes, knowing that you've taken this time. Transition, bringing this softness with you into your day. Namaste.